Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. As we all know, opening day was yesterday. Some pretty good games out there. Unfortunately, prayers will go out to Gordon Hayward. If you guys did see what happened to him, man, that was a nasty injury. What happened to Gordon Hayward? I think he'll probably be out for most of the year. So, unfortunately, that happened to Boston. But anyway, for the most part, pretty good games. Both of those games were really good and close. So anyway, I hope you guys did pretty good last night. It was hard to separate yourself from the crowd, but yeah, anyway, some of the picks that I gave you guys in the last video, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, maybe some Luka Richmond-Mute, some of those guys they didn't finish too bad. So if you would have used them in some deep GPP options, you didn't do too bad. So anyway, for premium, it was pretty good pretty good for us last night for our premium lineups. We went 3 for 4 out of our lineups, so yeah, that's pretty good, 75% right there. So anyway, a lot of success, a lot of screenshots of and retweets of people, some of our subscribers, showing their winnings. So our highest one last night was a 337.7. Like I said, a lot of people probably had this lineup just because there was only 2 games. So as you see there, shared it with a couple people, but hey, that's all right. Anyway, I only put in $10, won $61 on that one. First in the little NBA small swap, fourth there in the quadruple up. So overall, pretty good there. 1,200 there in the clutch shot. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. I'll get into the lineup here in just a second. But anyway, just showing you some of the screenshots of some of our guys last night. Here's another one, 335.7. As you see there. It's hard to see this one. I guess it's not too hard. But anyway, this is all 3 of the lineups there, 335, 314, and 304. So all those did pretty good. Obviously, we had some GPP guys in there, like Patrick McCaw. He wasn't too bad. Rozier, told you guys I didn't mind him. Combined James and Durant in there. So, yeah, 3 out of 4 there for our premium lineup. So anyway, let's get into that top lineup for you here. So I guess I'll show you guys this one here. Anyway, as I said, 335.7. Went with Irving. I was telling you guys in the video, I loved him. His value was huge, 48.8. So very good for Irving. I think he could have had a couple more, but still definitely will take that. Next is Marcus Smart, man, 37.3. I really did like him. He grew on me throughout the week, so I put him in there. Obviously, Hayward being hurt a little bit, that helped him out just a little bit. But still, solid night from Smart. That's a good sign for Boston. Plus, he's in a contract year, so he's going to be playing pretty good. Next is Jaylen Brown. Man, I loved him. He was my number 1 overall option. 35 points, a really good night there. Harden could have had more. Only 49. I was, hoping that game would have went to overtime, but it didn't. But, I'll take 49. Next is LeBron James with a 63.7. Was another one of my favorites there on the slate. Didn't know if he was going to play, but 63.7 definitely will take it. Next is Tatum, 29.5. Solid there. Love with a 26.2. Jay Crowder, 25, and then Capella only had 20. He didn't really play at all, and I guess I should have caught on that and put in Al Horford in instead. But, as we know, Golden State, they run pretty small, and obviously Zaza doesn't really play much. So, and also JaVale McGee didn't really play at all either. So the bigs weren't really in this one. They were playing very small, and I messed up. Should have knew about that. But anyway, still very good night for us. So yeah, if you guys are wondering if we were going to do good, just wanted to wait for some results. Well, definitely they are definitely here. So like I said, guys, if you guys are not in on premium, it's only $40. As you see here, I already made half of that back with that one, 21 on that one. So yeah, easily making money back. That was just a small slate too. There's going to be a lot of money coming your way if you guys sign up with us. So yeah, very easy. Like I said, NBA is our sport. So if you're not signed up yet, definitely get in on it. NBA season's $350. That is a steal of a deal. If you do NBA season, you also automatically get the rest of NFL season for free. And then, as I said, their month to month is $40. So you'll get 3 to 4 lineups, usually 2 from me and 2 from Anthony for the main slate. We post them about 15 to 20 minutes before launch, just to ensure you're getting the best lineups, because sometimes, as we know, injuries do come out. So if we post them 45, 50 minutes before, injuries could happen. We have to redo them all. So we wait, about 15, 20 minutes before to get you guys those lineups. Also, We do post our lineups on Twitter, so you will need a Twitter to access our lineups. Also, you can hit us up on Twitter, as you see there. If you want to get in, definitely hit us up there. Or you can hit us up on email as well. Also, we will have both of those in the comment section. You guys can just click on those and get you all set up. So, as I said, 335 last night, 314 and a 305. Like I said, one of them, our fourth one didn't do too good, but 3 out of 4, I'll take it. So, a very good night for us. For premium. Anyway, we got 11 games tonight, man. I'm loving this slate. Like I said, I have a really good feeling about this slate. I really like it. So, anyway, there are some injuries here. There also, I think, Houston's is the only team on back-to-back, I think. In Boston, two teams back-to-back. So that's a big thing. Going to want to watch those back-to-back games. So, anyway, yeah, let's get in this first one. And, when we go through these, we're going to be looking at the DVP. The total is a huge thing as well. And also looking at the injuries. So if anyone's injured, next man up, definitely going to be looking at that. So, like I said, the big thing whenever I make lineups is the total. So when I did the video for you guys, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Boston game was a 208, 209 total. And then at the start of the game, it was like a 212, 213. So it went up quite a bit. So that's why I favored that game. Also, that Golden State game, I think it was like a 234 or something. It went down to like a 229, 228. So, that hurt a little bit of the value. So that's a big thing. You need to keep up on the totals right there. So anyway, this one here, Charlotte and Detroit, 204 total, which that's not really high. It's really not in a spread of 3 here for Detroit. So let's go look at the DVP. That's the big thing. That stands for defense versus position, and they break it down for each position. So let's go look at Detroit. Make sure I find them. So anyway, here they are right here. So anyway, obviously the lower numbers, that means they're really good in that position. Higher they are, that means they're not good. So 23rd last year against the point guard, 4th against shooting guard, 12th against small forward, 7th against the power forward, and 6th against the center. So if you do want to target somewhere here, looks like the point guard position. So let's go look at that game. Got Charlotte and Detroit. Let's go look at the expected starters here. So we got Walker, Lamb, Dwayne Bacon, Marvin Williams, and Dwight Howard. So Batum's going to be out for a long time, and then Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is not going to play. There is huge value right there, guys. I mean, I know their defense is good and all, but when 2 of your main guys, Batum and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, are out, man, that definitely helps out Lamb and Bacon. So, yeah, I think they did a preseason game with this lineup right here when these guys were out, and I think Bacon didn't do too bad. Lamb didn't do too bad either. So, like I said, facing a pretty good team here in Detroit, but, man, when these guys are cheap like Bacon and Lamb, man, it's hard not to play them. I know their defense is pretty good there in Detroit, but a lot of opportunity there. So, anyway, yeah, I don't mind him. We'll have to see how the lineup is. They might put Lamb and Monk in there, or maybe Bacon. We'll have to see. But I'm not huge on Bacon. He's not too bad, but I'm not really, really big on him. Anyway, I do like Lamb. Only 3,500. I think a lot of people are going to have him in there. So I don't mind him. He's going to be going up against Tobias Harris, but I don't mind it. Walker, way too cheap right now. So as I just mentioned with the value, a lot of value there, right? But also, like I said, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Batum are out. Batum, a really good scorer. Gilchrist, he also gets some scoring as well. Walker's usage is going to go way up. I love him. He is a very good option here. Reggie Jackson, I'm not afraid of him at all. Walker is way too cheap. He's going to get you at least 45 plus in this game. Put him in your lineup, 7,600. That's ridiculously cheap. Love Walker here. Moving on, Avery Bradley. I don't mind him. He's going to get, a big chance there in Detroit. He had to share a couple more minutes there in Boston. But Detroit, I don't mind him here. I'm not sure how Monk or Bacon's defense is, but, they are rookies. So maybe Bradley gets you about 34, 35 fantasy points. Don't mind him either. Tobias Harris, he's one of those guys. Man, last year he was really, really frustrating. He either went off or he didn't, and I had him, some couple times when he didn't go off. So, I don't know how I feel about him. Maybe have him win 1 or 2, but Marvin Williams, Frank the Tank, don't mind those guys. me go look at this here. Marcus Morris is gone, so Johnson's supposed to start. So, yeah, maybe Tobias Harris, don't mind him. And then at the center position, you got Andre Drummond and Mr. Dwight Howard. So, as I said here, where are they at? Detroit. I just looked at them. All right, so they're 6th overall against the center. I don't mind Howard in this situation, but, man, I love Drummond. Howard is – his last couple of years, he's been sucking bad at that defensive position. Last year, he was with the Hawks, so let's go look at the Hawks here. Where are we at here? Atlanta Hawks. All right, there we go. I know it says 4th overall, but look, I love Drummond here. He always does very good against Dwight Howard. So it don't matter to me what that says. I really like Drummond. $8,000. Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking at Drummond. Don't mind him. Not my favorite option, but still not too bad right there. Don't think he'll be very, that high owned since his total's not too high. But my main guy here is Walker. Looking at him, he's almost a lock for me. Bradley, I said, not bad there, and maybe some Lamb. But for the most part, not too into this game. Like I said, maybe put some Drummond in there. In the past, he does really good against Howard, so definitely look that up. But I'm just going to go. I think my sure one here is Mr. Kemba Walker from this game. All right, moving on. We got Miami and Orlando. Another low-scoring East Coast game here. We got a 205 total. We got Miami by 3. So let's go look at all right, anyway, let's go sorry about that. Let's go look here at the projected lineups here. So we got Dragic, Waiters, Richardson, James Johnson, Whiteside, and for Orlando, Peyton, Fournier, Ross, Aaron Gordon, and Vukovic. As you see there, some of those guys have some game time decision tags on them. So let's go look here. Dragic rest. He's going to play. That was just from preseason. I think Richardson as well. All right, undisclosed injury here. We'll get updates before the game here. Is doubtful for Friday's preseason game. Let me go look here. Should be considered day-to-day. Okay, so it looks like he should play. It looks like he just has something going on there. So, yeah, he's not too bad. Yeah, let's go look at Terrence Ross. Totally forgot about this guy. He's not too bad either. But, man, against Miami, I don't know. We'll go look at him. Took part in practice, so he should be able to play. All right, who else was I missing there? I think that's it. So, anyway, if you guys don't know, Miami, they're really good defense for the most part. Dragic, a really good defensive player. I don't mind Peyton as a player, but, man, I don't know about this situation here. But on the flip side, love Dragic, 6,400, man. These guys' prices are just way too cheap right now. Dragic, he's an easy, 8,000-plus player. I love him here. Peyton's not that good a defender. Let's go look at this DVP. Where are we at here? Orlando. All right, there they are. 25th against the point guard position. As you see, their defense is not good there. Not too bad against shooting guard, but it's not good. So, yeah, maybe tax some of these guys here. Also, some of these bench players. Tyler Johnson, not too bad of an option coming off the bench for only $4,500. He also plays a really big role in that offense there. Deion Waiters, don't mind him. Josh Richardson, probably off the table there. We'll see. We'll see how he does there, but I think Deion's going to start. But, yeah, I don't mind Deion Waiters at all. Relatively pretty good. Usually Richardson comes off the bench there. Fournier, I don't mind it. Like I said, Miami defense, they're pretty good. I don't like picking anyone against them. I don't see anything for me. Maybe some Whiteside, I guess. Like I said, yeah, they're not too good. So, Whiteside, Dragic, maybe some Deion Waiters, but I think my clear favorite here is Mr. Dragic. Like I said, I don't mind Whiteside, but he's 9,200. There's some different, other value. As I mentioned, maybe some Drummond or something like that. So, yeah, my big guy here is Dragic. Also, don't sleep on Tyler Johnson, as I mentioned. Comes off the bench and plays some pretty good minutes and gets you some pretty good points as well. So, all right, moving on. Philadelphia and Washington, 215 total, which is not too bad for an East Coast game. We got a 7 spread here. So, I do expect Philly to keep with them. I really do. Let's go look here. Wall game time decision. That's because he rested. So, don't know how these lineups here for Philly is going to be. Simmons, Bayless, Redick, Covington, Joel Embiid. I don't think that will be final at all. They're not going to have Redick in the small forward position. Anyway, let's go look at it here. So I think they already said Marquez Fultz is going to be coming off the bench. I think that's what they said to start the season. Yeah. So I still don't mind him. It just matters on how many minutes he gets there. So if McConnell starts, I don't mind him. Bradley Beal, I really like Mr. Beal here. Redick, he's not that good of a defender, so really don't mind him at all. Don't mind Covington against Otto Porter. On the flip side, don't mind some Mr. Otto Porter. Where is Philly at? So they're there. Kind of the middle of the road there, as you see there, 8th and 9th against the power forward position, 30th against the center, but that was mostly because no Joel Embiid. And middle of the road there against shooting guard and point guard. So still don't mind Otto Porter, but not my favorite option. Covington, don't mind him, but Ben Simmons, man, he killed it in the preseason. I really do like some Mr. Ben Simmons here. Like I said, we'll see where they put him here. He can play anywhere, as we've seen. He's almost had triple doubles in the preseason, so he's a really good player. I love him. Also, Joel Embiid, he's going to be limited to 15 or 20 minutes in the last preseason game. We saw what he could do though in those 15, 20 minutes. So, and also he's a very good defender. So, but I don't mind Marcin Gortat, maybe 25, 30 points. Nothing too crazy, but if you just need to get cheap, like I said, I know he'd be going up against Joel Embiid quite a bit, but I don't mind him. I picked him a couple times last year, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, Simmons, I don't mind him. Sarge. Like the only thing here with this Philly team is I need to know what their rotation is here. Because like I said, Simmons could play small forward. He could play shooting guard. He could play power forward. He could play anywhere. So we need to see where they're going to put him. Like I said, I think they're probably going to put him at point guard. We'll see here against John Wall. I don't know. On the flip side, Wall, don't mind him here against this Philly team at all. I'm not expecting Philly to be too bad here this year on their defense. So this is a question mark game for me. I need to know these these lineups. So, but Wall, don't mind him. Bradley Beal, don't mind him. And like I said, I really do like Simmons. Just need to know where he's going to be. And also, if Dario Saric is at the power forward position, don't mind him. No Markieff Morris, Jason Smith, Mike Scott. I'm not expecting them to do too much. Looks like they're supposed to put Otto Porter or Kelly Oubre there. Like I said, we'll just see how these lineups go here. But for now, that's a question mark game for me. Need lineups to come out for that one. All right. Moving on, we got Brooklyn and Indiana, 214 total. I personally think that should be a little bit higher. I really do. Indiana by -3. I think that total should be around 217. I really do. Brooklyn, look, they play fast. Defense sucks. Indiana, they play relatively quick, not the quickest team out there, but also their defense is all mixed up with George and stuff gone. So I expect this to be, a relatively high-scoring game here. So my number one play, please don't be too much. All right, he's not too much. Miles Turner. If you guys don't know, this guy is going to dominate this year. He was looking really good last year, also with Paul George in there. So no Paul George, man. Turner, his usage is going to skyrocket. One of my favorite options this year. I'm excited to see how he does this year. Against Brooklyn, he's going to do very good. I'm expecting around, 20, 22 points and, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's going to get you at least 40 here. So I love him. Brooklyn defense sucks. Mozgov is terrible. Just put in Turner. Thank me later. All right, power forward position, Thaddeus Young. Played him a little bit last year. Don't really like him. RHJ, don't mind him this year. He's also kind of a frustrating player as well, but don't mind him. He has some pretty good potential. Alan Crabb, don't mind him. Former Trailblazer. Don't mind him. Let me go look here. All right, so they got Russell Lynn, Carroll, Jefferson, Mozgov. So yeah, I think Carroll's going to start, but still don't mind Crabbe off the bench at all. Carroll, don't mind him. He's mostly a defense player, but he can step it up when he needs to. Russell, man, love him. 6,600. I think he'll be a little popular. Put him in your lineup. Just do it. I'm not afraid of Victor Oladipo. And the flip side, Victor Oladipo, don't mind him. Russell, not the craziest defensive player out there. Lynn, don't mind him. Darren Collison, don't mind him. So, Lynn Collison. I'd probably go Lynn over Collison, but I'm really interested in Russell here. Don't mind some Victor Oladipo, as I mentioned. Crabbe, don't mind him coming off the bench a little bit, but probably not really going to be interested in them. RHJ, not too bad, but my big one here is Mr. Miles Turner. So, I think if I had to pick two guys from this one, it was going to be Turner and Russell as my main guys. Definitely watch for Turner. I love him. I really do. I think he's going to go off here today. So definitely keep an eye on that one. So I really like that game. All right, next is Boston, Milwaukee. 204 total. Interesting. If I had to put it, I put it about on 210. Interesting. Anyway, we got a -4 total. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Hayward, he's done. So unfortunately, that happened to him. But, they got to play. They almost beat him. They almost beat Cleveland on the road. So anyway, we got Irving, Smart, Brown, Tatum, Horford, like it was last night. All right, let's go look at these defense here for Milwaukee. They weren't too bad of a defense last year, I don't think. Yeah, 30 against point guard. Overall, they weren't that good, actually. 25th against the center position. Yeah, they're not too good there. All right, where are we at here? All right, there we go. Anyway, Al Horford, don't mind him. I don't care if Monroe plays or not. He's not that good of a defender. Horford, I think he should do very well in this game. I really do. 27 last night. He'll do a lot better here. Giannis. Who's going to stop him? No Hayward there. Brown, he's not that big of a dude. We saw what LeBron did last night. He was unreal. Brown's not that big of a guy. Tatum's not that big of a guy. Horford, he's not going to guard him. Look, Giannis is going to go off just like James did last night. I love Giannis in this situation. Only kind of bad thing here, as I mentioned, is that pace. It's only 204 total. That scares me just a little bit. That means it's going to be a little bit slower pace game, but man, Giannis is so good. Only bad thing about him is that foul trouble. He gets into a lot of foul trouble, so definitely watch that. But still, Giannis, love him. Alrighty, Middleton as well. Don't mind him putting him in there. I don't think he'll be popular at all, but look, Middleton, not bad. Tatum, don't mind him once again. I don't know how many of these Boston guys I'm really going to go to, but Brown, don't mind him at all. I'm not scared of Tony Snell at all. Rozier, as I told you guys last night, in the video, I told you guys he was going to be a really good option there. And like I said, hopefully you guys put him in there. He had 27.6 for 3,100. He hit at least 6 times the value there. So huge night from Rozier. So, don't mind him again. Point guard Irving, really don't mind him. I know Brogdon's in there, but don't mind him. Marcus Smart. Yeah, don't mind those guys. So it's up to you. Like I said, I like a lot of them, but as I said, that total is only a 204, which scares me a lot. But it's up to you who you want to put in there. Hopefully, watch that total. Hopefully, it goes up just a couple of points throughout the day. We'll see. But yeah, Giannis, don't mind him. As I said, mostly a lot of these Boston guys are all in play, but it just depends on who you want in there. Once again, that total scares me just a little bit, but should be a pretty good game. I think that, like I said, I think it should be around 210 total. So anyway, yeah, I don't mind that one at all. Alrighty, moving on. We got New Orleans and Memphis. Interesting game. We got a 204 total here in Memphis, only by 2.5. All right, so if you guys don't know, Memphis is one of the best defensive teams in the entire league. Let's go look at their stats here. They're really good. 10, 15, 4, 1, and 1. And the bad thing there is 1 and 1. That's power forward and center. And if you guys know the Pelicans, their 2 top spots is center, power forward with Boogie and Davis. So that hurts. It does. I don't think I can play him here. I don't. Really low total there. As I said, it's only a 204. That's terrible. I hate Cousins against Marc Gasol. Never do that. Davis, illness, he should play. Oh, man, that sucks. I love those guys. Let me go look at the flip side here. Boogie, I think he's a relatively pretty good defender. All right, where is the New Orleans Pelicans? All right, there we go. Actually, they were not last year. So Gasol, don't mind him. Definitely watch him. He won't. No one's going to have him. No one's going to think of him. Watch out for him. Oh, man. I think that's really it. Maybe Holiday. Let me go back here and look at this Memphis defense. Like I said, it's pretty good. 10 and 15. Drew Holiday is going to play a lot. Mike Conley. Maybe some Mike Conley. Drew Holiday is not the best defender out there. Yeah, Mike Conley and Gasol. I think those are my 2 guys. Actually, they're really not bad options. Look at that. Look for GPP. Obviously, that's a tournament. You want guys that are really low owned. And I think Conley and Gasol will be. It's not an attractive game at all. 204 total. New Orleans, Memphis. No one's going to be looking at this one. But Conley and Gasol, I like this too. Watch out for them in a GPP. So, yeah, Cousins and Davis, not liking them here. So, anyway, next we got Atlanta and Dallas. Oh, my goodness, 197 total. So, that means it's going to be like an 80-80 game, 85 or 90 kind of game. So, it's going to be really low scoring, and we got a spread of 6. Whew. All right, let's go look at that here. Where is that game at? All right, there we go. So, apparently Atlanta already has their lineup set out. Anyway, they got Schroeder, Bazemore, Prince, Ersan, and Dedmon. And for Dallas, which I think this should be the starting lineup, Smith, Farrell, Wesley Matthews, Harrison Barnes, and Dirk Nowitzki. All right. All right, so Dennis Smith Jr., he's a rookie. I love Schroeder. He's going to be popular. I really do think that for sure. As we saw in the preseason, he's doing good. No Howard, no Millsap, he's fine. And no Tim Hardaway Jr. So Shooter, love him, 7,500. Maybe in the top 5, we'll see. Bazemore, not too bad either. Don't mind him. Prince against Matthews. Matthews pretty good defender, but Prince, he's not really a scorer. He's an all-around player. He gets you about 10 points, 6 rebounds, and about 4 or 5 assists. He can get you a solid 25-30 here. Only 3,400. I love him. Like I said, he should get some rebounds and some assists here. Atlanta, their rebounding is not good anymore with no Howard and Millsap. So Prince, I think his rebounding numbers are going to go up here this year. So definitely watch out for Prince. Ersan's a no-go against Harrison Barnes. If you guys don't know Harrison Barnes, he's one of the best defenders in the entire league. So don't put him against him. On the flip side, Harrison Barnes against Ersan, not a good defender at all. Don't mind maybe putting him in there a couple. John Collins might be an interesting GPP option. Since Ersan's probably going to struggle here, they might put in some John Collins. And if Dirk Nowitzki starts, which I'm expecting him to, New Orleans, Noel going to come off the bench. Some of you guys, this is going to be an interesting play, but Dwayne Dedmon, he's going to be, I think, the best 4K player and under for the center position tonight. Mark my word on that one. If you guys do not know Dirk Nowitzki, he's old, obviously. His legs suck. He is a terrible, terrible, terrible defensive player. Doesn't play defense. I don't know if you guys saw a video about 4 or 5 days ago. He fell over by himself. I don't know if you saw that. But anyway, he's just terrible. Like I said, I love the guy, but he's not a good defensive player. Dedmon, not really an offensive player, but I remember when he was with the Nets, he wasn't too bad when he got some starting time. I really don't mind Dedmon. I think his price is going to go up to about $6,000. Not many people know about him, but I love Dedmon here. $3,600 if you just need to punt that position. I like him. I really do. I think he can get you a double-double here easy in this game. So watch out for Dedmon. I don't think anyone's going to have him. Anyway, Schroeder, as I said, I like him. Dedmon, he's my dark horse. And like I said, Prince might be a half-decent option as well. Harrison Barnes, don't mind him either. So maybe a couple plays from that one, but 197 total, not really too into that. All right, moving on. We got Denver and Utah, 206 total, and Utah by 2. Let's go look at the starters here. We got Rubio, Joe Ingles, Rodney Hood, Derek Favors, and Mr. Eiffel Tower, Rudy Gobert. All right, for Denver, we got Murray, Harris, Chandler, Millsap, and Jokic. As I mentioned earlier, some of these will change. These are just projected lineups, so definitely check the lineups throughout the day. All righty. I'm excited for Denver this year. I really am, but, man, there's not really a good spot here in Utah. If you go look here, look at Utah, number one team overall, 4-3, 1-2, and 3. Obviously, Hayward's not there, but I don't mind it. Let's go look at the Timberwolves. Rubio was with the point guard last year. He was ranked 13th. So that kind of hurts, to be honest with you. Let's go look at the Denver Nuggets' defense. They weren't as good, 14-13 against center. So point guard, shooting guard, that looks like where where you want to attack these guys. All right, so no Hayward. So who's going to step up? Mr. Rodney Hood and Mr. Rudy Gobert. I think those are the two guys that are going to step up in this year for sure. Hood has huge potential, but he was so limited because of Hayward. This guy's a pure shooter. If his shot's not on, you're kind of screwed. But if his shot's on, I love him here. Going to get quite a bit of shots. I think his shots are going to go up dramatically. Also, like I said, Rudy Gobert, I like him, $8,100. If you guys didn't catch, Fanduel changed their blocks to 3 points per block. And as we know, Rudy, that's where he does pretty good at. It gets you about 3-4 blocks a game. So I like Rudy Gobert. Like I said, he's going to be a little bit more part of this offense as well. With Hayward being there, he wasn't really part of the offense. Not too bad, but yeah, I really don't mind him here at all. So, yeah, definitely watch out for Rudy quite a bit. And as I said, Rodney Hood, watch him as a dark horse here tonight. As I said, for Denver, not really looking at anyone at all here, unfortunately. So Rudy, I guess, and Rodney Hood. But I'm not too into this one at all. All right, let me move on here. So next game, man, these totals, they stink here. Minnesota and San Antonio, we got a 205 total, and San Antonio only by 1. Anyway, Kawhi Leonard, he is out. We got Murray, Green, Anderson, Aldridge, and Pau Gasol. We'll see how that goes. Interesting. Let's go look at the DVP for San Antonio. It's pretty good for the most part here. As you see there, they're ranked second. So this could be an interesting game here. Towns, 10,000. I don't know if I can really put him in there. Point guards. I like Patty Mills. I don't know. I have a feeling about Patty Mills here, so watch that one. Maybe Jimmy Butler here. Rudy Gay maybe coming off the bench. I don't mind him. Maybe Shabazz Muhammad as a deep GPP option. I don't really see anyone in this game. Maybe Aldridge, he'll be a little, happy and shot friendly since there's no Leonard, and he just got that big extension. So look, someone for San Antonio is going to have to step up. Is it going to be LaMarcus Aldridge? Is it going to be Rudy Gay, which I don't mind him. I really don't. Preseason, he wasn't too bad when he did play. Watch out for Gay. Danny Green never really been too consistent. Maybe, like I said, I think it's either going to be Murray or Mills that's going to have a good game. And after that, everyone's going to be on them. So, like I said, Leonard being out, that usage is going to have to go somewhere. So I think Mills or Murray. Mills is a pretty good shooter, so we'll see. I think for this one, I'm not going to pick any of these guys, but still, that's an interesting one. Maybe, if you want an oddball lineup, maybe put a couple San Antonio guys in there. All right, getting to the fun games here. I love these West Coast late games. This is where the action is. Anyway, we got Portland and Phoenix, a 220 total, and Portland by 1.5. So as we know, that's a good total, and the spread's only by 1. So that means starters are going to be out there quite a bit. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard or not. Let's go look. Anyway, CJ McCollum, he is suspended for 1 game. Noah Vonleh is out as well. And let me go look at Warren. I didn't go see what was wrong with him. All righty. Has been ruled out for Wednesday. So that was Wednesday. He just had a bruise, so he should play here. We may not have confirmation, but I like him here. Warren, like him. Josh Jackson, man, he's been looking good in the preseason. I love this game here. So Evan Turner is going to start here for McCollum. And if you guys don't know, McCollum, his usage was pretty big last year. But no McCollum, man. Lillard, I think he's probably the top point guard of the night, to be honest with you. I love him. His usage is going to be huge. Phoenix defense sucks. Really bad. Anyway, Bledsoe's back as well. I don't mind Bledsoe at all. Tyler Eulis coming off the bench. We know what he did last year. Man, this is going to be a good game here. Booker, love him. Turner, I don't mind him. He's not really that big of a scorer, but, no McCollum, so he's going to have to step it up for sure. Small forward, as I mentioned, don't mind Warren or Josh Jackson. Harkless, maybe. Let's go look at here. Oh, man, totally forgot about him. Anyway, Vonleh's out. Anyway, I am from Oregon. I went to, quite a bit of Portland games. Al-Freak Aminu, man, this guy is a beast. Anyway, he usually comes off the bench, but look, Vonleh's out. Al-Freak Aminu loves to shoot that three-pointer. I like him here. I really like Al-Freak Aminu. Unfortunately, that hurts Marquise Chris. I like Harrison Barnes. Al-Freak Aminu is a very good defender, one of the best as well in the league. So that hurts Chris quite a bit. But Aminu, man, Put him in your lineup. Thank me later. Center position, Nurkic. I love him. Put him in there. Thank me later. This guy is really, really good. Chandler, Lynn, not expecting anything defense from those guys. So Nurkic, like him. Al-Freaking-Aminu, really don't mind him. I love all these guys in this game. So I'd probably go Lillard, Nurkic, maybe some Aminu and some GPP options. I wouldn't put him everywhere, but some GPP plays. Then Bledsoe, don't mind him. Don't mind Booker, 6,800. That's a little cheap. And then Josh Jackson, don't mind him coming off the bench. Also, if Alex Lynn is out, that's going to help Josh Jackson since he's a small forward / power forward. So, yeah, I love that one. Definitely watch out for that game here. All right, last but not least here, we have Houston and Sacramento. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, we've got Houston and Sacramento. As we know, Houston just played last night. Won on a reverse buzzer beater, I guess, against Golden State. Looks like Durant had the buzzer beater, but obviously he didn't. And it reversed and Houston won. So anyway, we got 218 total, and it's at even. So this could go either way. I think a little bit is because of that Zach Randolph news. He has game time decision, so I think that hurts just a little bit on the spread. So anyway, let's go look at that news here real quick with Zebo. Questionable oral surgery. So, yeah, we'll see here. I don't know if they'll force it. I don't think we'll really know since it's a 10 o'clock Eastern time game. So, anyway, if you can't play Scala this year, he's going to be a half-decent option for you. Anyway, point guard position, CP3, don't mind him once again. I think he'll get a little bit more run in this one. Only thing here, I know it says it's a spread, but I really do think Houston can destroy them here. Also, you don't really like playing too many guys on a back-to-back, but I don't mind playing Houston on the back-to-back. Hill against Paul, don't really like it. We saw what happened to Curry. He sucked really bad. Harden, don't mind him. I told you guys to pick Eric Gordon. Pick him here once again, 5,200. Price will go up. Buddy Hield, I don't mind him. But not my favorite player. Reason not bad. Tucker, told you guys as well in the video before, he was a good option, and he proved it, 29.2. Really good three-point shooter. I don't know if they'll really need him here. I don't. So I'm probably not going to put him in there. Ryan Anderson, I was wrong about him. He did half decent with a 30, but and then Clint Capella, like I said, he didn't really play too many minutes. It just wasn't his kind of game. But I think tonight he definitely rebounds here. 6,000, I like him. I think his ownership will go off just because of how bad he did and what his minutes were like. But you got to remember, like I said, Golden State, they're fast. They go small for the most part. So they don't really need Capella in there. So anyway, Sacramento, they're a lot bigger. Scala this year, Willie Cauley-Stein, Costa Koufos, these guys are all over, I think, 6-7 foot tall. So they're going to need Capella. Let's go look at the Kings' defense. I don't think it was that good at all. Sacramento, yeah, right there. 8th against the center, not too bad, but shooting guard 30th, man. Watch out for Harden. Yeah, I like Capella. He's a dark horse right here. I really don't mind him. All right, I think that is it. Anyway, at the end of each video, we are going to do just a sample lineup. It could either be GPP or cash, just depending on how I feel about it. Anyway, these are not the final lineups. If you do want the final ones, obviously, though you got to pay for the premium, but they are definitely worth it. So I'm going to go Capella. I like him. He didn't play too many minutes, and I think they're going to play him more here. He's going to be a little bit more fresh than everyone else is, so I like Capella. I do. All right, where else did I go here? Oh, man. All right, let's take him out. I totally forgot about Turner. That was my bad. 7,200, let's put him in there. Where is Mr. Russell? Like him. Portland, Lillard, book him. Al-Freaking-Aminu, I love you. You're in. All right, where else are we going to go here? I told you I did like Deadman. I don't think any of those guys are must-owned. Conley, that could be an interesting play. 7,400, not too bad. I'm going to go Dragic. Where is he at? There he is. Let's put him in there. I like Walker, though. I really do. Forgot about that. Anyway, Lillard, Dragic, Walker, tied all for first place right there. All right, center. I already got my center. I don't know if I can get Giannis in there. I really want him. Let's try and get Giannis. All right, so I need a shooting guard that's really cheap. Let's go look at the models. Oh, yeah, I didn't mention Kelly Olynyk. I don't mind him maybe if he starts, but he's an interesting guy. Anyway, we got Bradley, Lance Stevenson. Yeah, I forgot about Lance Stevenson. Brown. I'm going to go back to Brown. Let's do it. I like him. All right. I really want to get Harden in there again. Russell. See if I can do that. I probably can't do that. Drops you. Yeah. No. Physically impossible. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not going to finish that. But anyway, small forward, that's my huge question mark tonight. We're going to have to see where that goes. Let's go look at the models here for small forwards. They got Lamb, as I mentioned. Don't mind him. Bojan Bogdanovic, I forgot he went to Indiana. I don't mind him. He played for the Wizards last year. Tatum, once again, don't mind him in there. Prince, he's in there as well. So as you see, not too many good small forwards. So you're probably just going to punt here, maybe just go Lamb and Tatum, save some money, and you can probably get some pretty good players in there. Anyway, as I said, I really like D'Angelo Russell in there. I love him tonight. Lillard, Dragic, and Kemba Walker, like those guys. If you want to punt that position there, Deadman, as I said, thank me later with that one. Turner is my top option at center tonight. Giannis, love him. Al-Farouq Aminu, I don't mind him. I don't think he's cash, but still, I think he's in a good spot. Like I said, most people don't really know what he can do, but as I said, I watched a lot of Portland games, so I know what this guy is capable of. Plus, he's going to get bigger minutes with Noah Vonleh, so definitely watch that one for sure. Also, I said Marc Gasol, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley as well. Don't mind him. So a lot of really good options tonight. So I think that mostly, like I said, didn't really finish a lineup for you, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. Russell's not a must-have, but still pretty good up there. Like I said, watch a lot of these guys here from this game. Maybe some Booker. Then obviously get Harden, Eric Gordon. Put him in there. Really like Gordon here. So, all right, guys, I think that is it. A little bit longer video, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Went through all those games. Anyway, like I said, hopefully you guys did good last night. We did pretty good. 3 out of 4 for premium, 337, 314, and a 305. 337 was in the top 10% last night. So would have won some pretty good money if you played that one. So as I said, it was a good night for our subs. As you see there, $161. For the month, it's only $40. So we already made his money back on the first day. So shoot, why not give it a shot? I know there's some of you guys out there that were a little hesitant, wanted to see how we did, but as I said, did pretty good day one, expecting a huge day here for day two. I love these big slates, so definitely get in on it, guys. Anyway, $40 for the month, $350 for the season. If you do get in on the season, you get NFL completely free for the rest of the year. There's our email. You can hit us up on there, ask us questions, and also get signed up. And you can email us as well. So anyway, like I said, really good night. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. It encourages us to do more videos for you guys, and also shows that you guys are learning something and you guys are enjoying the advice. So anyway, I think that's it. Hope everyone has a really good Wednesday, and we'll see you guys all on Thursday.